No, close. Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome to our first live on Prosperity Acres.
Yay!
My name's Carl.
I'm Vernice.
This is Vernice, my wife of 40 years.
40 years.
40
strong.
years strong. So we felt to go live. So here we are going live. So bear with us. We've never done it before.
Yeah,
And we just
trying
gonna
to-
flow.
I'm trying to figure it out to get on the phone right now to answer questions, and I'm not sure how to do this.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So again, hey, we learning this thing. Okay. So I hope everyone's doing well on this beautiful Sunday. Here we are experiencing a beautiful winter day. Snow, and more snow. About 30 degrees. We're loving it. We're loving it. We're loving it. We're getting acclimated. This is like summertime. It's been in the teens and below zero.
Yes.
And we're talking about for real below 0.
Mm-hmm.
And what it feel like 15 degrees minus.
Yeah.
For real.
No, 29 was the lowest.
29 was lowest.
Mine
It
was
feel
29.
like.
No.
Oh, like in real time, no, it was 15. Feel like it was 20 something.
Oh,
But
okay,
real was
29.
minus 15.
Anyway,
it's cold.
Yeah.
So
And I love cold, and I love snow, and I love winter, so it's all good. I like seasons. We both like seasons, so it's all good. But
how do you know if we're live? If people are responding. Do I go look at the camera? I just want to look at the camera and make sure, guys, because we've been
because I don't.
given
First
some
of all,
questions and we want to address them. But
I'm trying to figure this out myself. We should have prepared for this more.
we should have did a test run. You mean, right?
Yeah, we should have did a test run.
Yeah, I think it says 2 people.
Okay.
So do we say thumbs up or
No, because we need to figure it out for next time. Let's just shoot.
shoot it as if we're being watched?
Listen, Jesus is watching. That's all I know. If we
So-
have one person.
If we have one person watching, that's who it's supposed
And
to
we
be.
can put it up later, and we can, you can watch the replay later, but for right now, if you do have any questions as we're going through this, because I'm trying to get this on my phone to look at questions, but I don't know how to do this, so, like Carl said, we're new, we're just doing the live, because a lot of people have been, asking us questions about, moving up here, changing our lifestyle. We moved up here in August from Connecticut. We had a great beautiful home in Norwalk, Connecticut, and we moved up to upstate New York, about 5 hours away or so that we can start a new lifestyle. And we're getting so many questions. We said, hey, let's do a live and ask some questions. We have some questions here. We're going to go through as many as we can to get through it, and we're going to time ourselves. We're going to do this for about 45 minutes. Good?
Yes.
Okay, so.
Want me to start?
You can start. Anyway, I have all this here because I was planning to cut my veggies and, start my crock pot stew, but it depends.
Why would that change? I'm hungry. Huh?
Okay.
Well, delicious from the farmer's market.
No, I can start it.
Yeah,
I don't
you
want.
can
I
start
want to get. I want to stay focused on answering
Glasses
the
are
questions.
like everywhere.
I know. Just put my glasses back there.
Wow.
No.
I mean, everywhere. Glasses.
I need to
Everywhere.
I need to
Here
see
in the
it.
car, everywhere. They just pop up.
Okay, so Carl will
anyways,
take the first question.
Question
Take the first
1.
question, Carl.
I had the first one. It said, what happened that made you leave everything comfortable behind to start over? What happened? That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
What happened that made me leave everything?
Make us leave.
Yeah, made us leave everything where we was comfortable. My job ended, quite frankly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to get into the details of that, but it ended abruptly, unexpectedly, and it was about, I'd say 3 to 5 years prior to me planning to stop working. And I'm being careful not to use the word retire. Okay, though we are 64, going on 65 years.
Young.
But the key word is young.
Yes, young.
Okay? Don't get it twisted out there.
That's right.
65 young, but I was gonna do about, like I said, I was gonna do about 3 to 5 more years, okay? And my job ended. So what do we do, right? It was stressful. Again, because it was unexpected, and it caught us by surprise. We were totally surprised. Um, but I tell you, long, short, and I'll talk more to it, that it was the best thing that happened to me, and I would say for us. More than I realized, I was becoming sick in a lot of different ways. And because of the pace and the busyness of my job, it kept me on the go, kept me moving. I was very active. I was in sales, and I had a company phone. I had a phone in my office, so to speak, sales floor. But I had my own area, okay. And there I had a phone. It was a mobile phone. So at any given time, I had 2 to 3 phones on me, and a lot of times all 3 were ringing. Very little downtime. Even my days off. I was never off. Many of those days I would go into work. When we would do a vacation, I was working. I found myself working. When I did a staycation, I was working. It was basically 7 days a week. And that's just how I built that business. And I just felt I had to do it that way to be successful at that level and make the kind of money that I needed to make to take care of my wife and myself. And so I did that. That was a sacrifice that I did. And I loved what I was doing, so it was easy to do. But again, after I lost my job and I slowed down, I really understood how I was sick. I was sick physically, had ailments that I didn't know about, and some I knew about, but just brushed it off. It'll be okay. I can fight through this. So anyway, I don't want to belabor that. So yeah, my job ended, and so what do? Now, here's something that really saved us. We were wise in our handling of money. My thing was always keep it simple. That 1 and 1, I kept it 1 and 1 equal 2. Okay? What I mean by that is I just kept everything that simple, in terms of money. And I knew that in order to acquire some financial stability, freedom, if you will, that here's what's coming in, and so therefore we're going to spend this amount. And I kept that amount under what I made on purpose by quite a substantial bit. Not that I was stingy, we did without, no, we didn't, we had a pretty nice life, right?
But we lived below our means
Purposely.
So that if something ever happened, we'd have at least 2 to 5 years, or 2 to 3 years, really.
Not 3 to 6 months that everyone
2
tells
to
you,
3
including the
years
banks.
Of income to sustain our lifestyle if something ever happened.
But listen, guys, it's even better than that. We had an account that we had for years, building. Because again, my thing was, you make $1, you save 60%, 60%, sometimes more. Okay, that was my philosophy, right? And again, banks, you go to get a house, they say, oh, 6 months, 6 months. You got to have that cushion. We want to see that, or you probably won't get the loan, right? My thing was, we're gonna have more than that. I want to have a couple of years of cushion. So one day I came to learn that this was years, after having established this structure in our lives. I said, that account that we have, most people call it an emergency fund, a rainy day fund. I said, and I think we were calling it maybe just a savings account. I don't recall. I think that was it. I said, we're going to call it account prosperity account. Bernie said, wow, okay, that sounds good. And we stuck with that thing. It just meant something to us. And let me back up just a little bit, and I want to put this out there. We're not religious folks. We are spiritual folks.
Faith-based.
Faith-based. Bible-based, simple Bible-based. That's who we are, okay? And I can say we are conservative, okay? If you want to call it that, okay? And I'm not talking any politics, okay? It's not about that. It's about our character and morals. And we based it for us on the Bible. So I just wanted to say that. So we had always believed in, like I said, setting our finances up that way. And thank God we did. Because when my job had come to an end, unexpectedly, we were able to carry on and not change our lifestyle. We didn't have to change our lifestyle because, again, we kept it basic, and well below what the incoming numbers were saying, okay? And so, having said that, we were able to carry on, and 2 years, and then it's like, okay, I was sensing it's time, we have to do something. I'm sensing we have to do something. And it came to me after I slowly told Vernice that, because I kind of knew what I was going to communicate to her, but I like this marinating in a thought. And I always, of course, I take it to prayer. And then I felt it's time to move. We need to sell our house that we loved. Mm-hmm. We had put our heart and soul into that house. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about from the inside out, the landscaping. I did all the landscaping. And if I have some pictures, I'll put it up because it was done with love, detail, and attention. I'm an aesthetic person. I'm a detailed person, so it's the outside in, inside out for me. It's the whole package for me. Mm-hmm. That's just how I am. So we put a lot into that house. So it wasn't an easy decision. I mean, when I sat in my yard and looked around, every bush, every shrub, even the grass, I did. Mm-hmm. I did, and maintained it to a level where a lot of people noticed it and appreciated it. My neighbors would come and tell me, and how it encouraged them to do certain things to their home and treat their house a certain way. So that was really rewarding for me to hear your neighbors say that. Mm-hmm. Not that I needed it, but
it was nice.
It was nice. So anyway,
it was very traumatic.
Yeah.
To put our house on the market.
To put our house on the market.
To move. to pack up everything, 15 years living in our
15
home.
years.
Our kids, not that they grew up there, but we were in that house and built a lot of memories and a lot of, we did remodeling, the
In
whole
and out,
thing.
in and out.
So
Oh,
of course,
the
we've
whole
been
house.
attached to.
And our daughter got married in the
Oh,
house.
and Takara
Got married.
got married to Lamb in the house.
Yeah.
It just was very
And lived there for 2 years.
emotional. So we, and yes, it lived
Two
with
quick years,
two
it was too
amazing,
fast.
wonderful years. We love
Yeah.
Tia Lamb and our son Jalen, of course. So we started looking for properties in Connecticut because we did not want to move away from our kid, well, Takara and Lamb, and my mom and my brother and his family. So it was very difficult because
Everything was expensive,
it was ridiculous.
double and
For the
triple.
land and for the, even if we said, okay, we're going to get an apartment, for the same amount of money, we were basically paying for a mortgage, if not more, for like a 1-bedroom apartment was ridiculous. And we even looked into, my bestie moved to Georgia to live in a 50+ community where, you could build your own home, you have,
Any questions?
every amenity down there in the property, and we considered that, but it was like, no, I want seasons. Carl likes seasons. We don't want to be away from our family. It's
Yes.
too far. So there was a lot to consider. There was just a lot of emotional stress
Added to that,
added to.
we were adamant that we were not going to work for another company.
Well, let me just say this. Carl worked his butt off to not only take care of his family, me,
A
and
little
the
bit,
kids at the time.
little bit of the kids at the time.
The kids at the time. And also, if you know, I have my own clothing line, make my own clothing. I create art, and so Carl was financing
The businesses.
that business.
The businesses.
So, my entrepreneurial passions and purposes, he was financing that for years. So all of that came to like a screeching halt, and we had to say, okay, what are we gonna do? Thus, what happened, can I tell the story of how we landed here?
Well, I want to back up just a little bit. I want to, again, we made up our mind. I was not working again for no one.
Mhm.
I was never, ever going to work for anyone ever again because of what happened to me and the way it happened.
Yeah, it was
And
terrible.
at 65,
Terrible.
I said, no, I'm not going to work for anybody again.
Yeah.
So
People just
we had-
discard you. It was terrible.
just a number. When I get to how it happened to me, you better understand why I'm feeling this way. But again, my plan was 3 to 5 years to retire. I worked full time since I was 16, guys. Full time. And didn't miss a year. Okay, that's almost 50 years of working. 45 years, 46 years of working full time. So this, in order to move, the numbers had to be structured a certain way, right? And it had to be around a fixed income. A fixed income.
The math had to math.
The math had to math, right? And so that's how we were that's how we were having to go forward. And at the same time, we're not trying to live any less than what we were living, because again, we were living pretty average on purpose.
Yeah.
So that was our prayer.
Like
Lord, we
taking
don't want to.
vacations 2 and 3 times a year.
Oh, we could
Vacations
sacrifice
mostly
vacations sometimes.
Staycations, because like
We were fixing our house up. We were fixing that
our
house up.
home was
In
our
and out.
vacation
That- yeah.
spot.
Hey guys, look.
And we enjoyed
We had a
our
backyard
home.
with
Hot
TV,
tub,
outdoor TV,
I mean,
hot
we had
tub,
everything. We didn't need to
beautiful
go
privacy.
anywhere.
We didn't have to go anywhere. We were content with staying home. That's how we are. We don't have to vacation. My wife traveled earlier in her career. She had 15, 20 years of traveling. She went around the world and she loved it. I don't really like traveling if I have to get on a plane. I just don't like it. So I've always could take it or leave it, but if I can drive somewhere, I'll drive 13, 14, 18 hours, no problem. But again, I'd rather stay home. That's just how I am. And so anyways, we're looking for a house, nothing. And meanwhile, listen guys,
we were looking at tiny
my-
houses.
oh man, we were going even
We were looking
overseas.
Yeah, we were
Thailand,
looking at Bangkok.
Bangkok. We call it
Bali.
expats.
Yeah.
You can live a couple thousand miles a month.
Yeah, we
And,
went
I
to
mean-
Bali.
And we got real close. But guys, we were like, we can't leave our kids. We cannot be.
And my mom, who's
Her
dealing
mother-
with some health issues.
Her brother
and
just
my
came back home
brother
after being in California for all these
20
years.
and he's
He
living
and his
there,
wife
but
and
I
his
didn't want to leave my family again.
we love being around
Not
family.
again, just leave my family.
We love being around family, and we also enjoy our friends. And we've established friends of 20, 30 years, guys, 35 years.
And
You
even
know.
new friends, our new friends.
And even some new friends, right? So
Hi,
it
friends.
was
Hi,
a
family.
struggle. It was a struggle. It was nobody but the grace of God kept us mentally sound and physically strong. Because meanwhile, during the course of that, we both had new body parts put in. Me with a new hip, my wife with a new knee, and other things, guys. So, anyways,
It was a lot.
it was a lot,
just
right?
a lot.
So we're looking, nothing, no, not seeing. And meanwhile, let me add this. My wife had always said, and even when this happened, continued to say, I want lots of land, I want privacy, I want this room, I want studio. Guys, and I'm like, listen, I'm done with snow, I'm done with leaves, I'm done. I want to sit back in an apartment. I'm good, Vern, I'm good. And I'm not dealing with that. I'm good, right? And I'm like, but listen, I'm open also to land, privacy, rooms. Because guys, look, I always wanted a pool table room. For years, I wanted a workshop. For years. So, I had no problem with it. But the math wasn't mathing. I'm like, acres, how? Bigger house, more rooms, how?
We could barely afford an apartment in Connecticut
After
after doing the math of no
Yeah.
income or
No
low
income.
It was like,
No income,
where
just
are we gonna
a
live?
fixed income, but no working income. A fixed income,
it's
fixed
just
numbers,
crazy.
and we ain't talking about a lot of money. Okay, it was a big change. Those numbers changed drastically. But again, I'm not going to work for nobody. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And for my line of work, even if I wanted to do it, it would take 3 to 5 years to establish to get even close to what I was earning. Right?
Carl had built
I'm
a
on
business,
commission. I built that business
and
from the
he
ground
built-
up.
And I'm just gonna say this, he built over close to $2 million book of business.
No,
and-
close to 3 million when I
Close,
left.
sorry, close
Close
to
to
3
3 million.
million. So that was years of building that up.
Years
so to
building that up.
just get a job at Bloomingdale's or Nordstrom's at the mall, where now they're paying you like $15, $20
Yeah,
an hour.
and
maybe.
if you're fortunate, you can get up to 20. So that wasn't happening
So
for
it's
me,
like,
guys,
no,
right?
you couldn't do that.
And I'll further talk about this in a video. I believe I will. I believe I'm going to be sharing that. I may not. Oh, okay. But anyway, I'm good. I moved on. My spirit, my heart, I'm good. I'm good. Okay. But anyways, yeah. So I told her, and I said, but I'm open to it. I'm like, hey, the God I serve, hey, he could do anything, and it's gonna take a miracle. And look, it can happen. I believe in that book, and it's full of miracles. So,
one
hon,
day,
yes,
as we're praying,
I'm open.
one day
We have looked around for what, about a year.
Let me
Nothing's
move on with the
working out.
story. So we moved. Somebody contacted us, a friend, more of a professional associate rather than someone that I have a relationship with in a daily way. But anyway, contacted me about something regarding a photo from one of my shows or a past photo shoot, and we got to talking over a DM on Instagram. And so I'm saying, okay, yeah, we're looking into moving, we're looking for land. I said, you know, we're really concerned about our food source. We want to grow our own. As it is now, we order food, especially our meats and dairy, from an Amish family farm in Pennsylvania through our son. Our son is the one who got us into all of this clean, organic food and lifestyle. So she's like, oh my gosh, the Amish. She goes, they're right down the street from me. And we're like, what? So she sent videos of like the carts and the horses and the Amish, you know, going down her street. And we're like, what? And so she said, well, come on up, we'll host you one weekend. So we drove up, and first of all, nothing, all the videos that we have shot, all the pictures that we have shared or posted doesn't compare to what it actually looks and feels like up here. There's like no words. It's
no
just
words.
Breathtaking. So, and I love snow, I love winter, and we came up in the winter, and it looked like winter wonderland, so everything was just like, oh my gosh. So we stayed with her, then we hung out with her, then she told us about this, the community.
She and her husband, right?
Yeah, and so the next we got a realtor, the realtor took us around, and so we looked at a couple of properties, and they were within our price range. That's number one. And so we saw an Amish house, but the Amish house, though it was built very well, no electricity, no indoor plumbing, no water.
Nothing.
There is nothing here. Beautiful house,
No
good
bathrooms.
bones, but nothing was here.
No closets.
And so while it looked nice on paper, I'm like, I don't know how we're gonna do this. Speeding this up, we winded up buying it. Now, because we had that prosperity account that we lived off of for the 2+ years until we sold our house, that prosperity account not only afforded our lifestyle during that downtime, but it also afforded us to buy this place cash.
Wrote a check, guys.
Cash.
We own this.
Yes.
We owe no man not a dime.
It's very important that you save, and Carl is really good about saving. I am not.
It's
He
an
just had a
amazing
conversation.
feeling.
He had just had a conversation with me sitting right there 2 weeks ago about save, even if it's $5 a week. I have a block with that. I can't save. I like spending money, and thank God for him in my life, because really, he has really been the string to my balloon. But everyone needs to save, even if it's $5 a week.
And I don't want to belittle this. I want to go back to that point, because I don't want to belittle it.
I'm telling you, I just sat in that chair, and he had this talk with me, because I don't have
a week ago, 2 weeks ago,
an income like I'm used to having, right?
But guys, it doesn't matter, because
yes,
look,
wait.
if you get $5, put $1 in savings.
I'm hearing you, but
don't touch it.
If you're not used to having money come in like you used to, and you want to buy, I don't know, $1 lipstick, you know, whatever it is, you're like, you can't buy that $1 lipstick if 5 of it has to go into that savings, that prosperity account savings, right? So hard transition for me. I'm still learning this, but yes, please do that. Please save, whatever the case may be, because you never know how life is going to happen, and you need to be prepared and be not be reactive, but proactive in planning your future. So, after we bought this place, right?
Wrote a check for it, guys.
And had our realtor came when we closed, had an electrician come, a well person come, plumber, like someone to help. There was no kitchen here, okay? There was no kitchen here. None of this was here.
Empty
And
pallet.
you can look at some of our other videos. It was an Amish home, beautiful home, but like they don't have all this, right? So,
they had a sink.
Not that sink.
Not that sink. A sink.
A sink.
And a couple of cabinets.
Like
2 or 3
2 or 3
cabinets and one
cabinets and
cabinet
one there.
here. And
We have pictures.
again, if we have pictures, go back and look at the videos. We have some pictures. Again, they don't believe in, they're totally off the grid, okay? Though they have everything, but they do it different.
Yeah.
There was no plumbing, meaning no pipes.
They had an outhouse.
No electricity.
Nope, they use oil lamps.
No septic.
Nope.
Okay. No water. Okay. So we've had all of our big utilities are installed. That took months. Okay. Big process. And I mean, guys, we have light switches. Like I'm just gonna get up and show you this. Hopefully you can see me. You see these outlets? Nothing was here, guys. Nothing. These lights, nothing. Okay. So yeah. So the cool thing is, we are getting to. We've given the opportunity to create our house, to design and build. I mean, there was no, and the Amish, they're not mindful of, because oftentimes they don't sell out of their community. They only sell to Amish, right? So they don't even build a house with the mindset of, okay, we don't use indoor bathrooms, so let's make a space or room for a bathroom. There was no space even for a bathroom. We had to look at spaces for us and say, okay, we would like a bathroom there, we would like a bathroom there. And then we had to meet with the contractor, say, can you do it? Can that be done? Because you got to go by code. You can't just go, okay, I want one there. No. Is it code worthy?
Yeah.
Can it be there?
Can it be there?
Plumbing pipes. I'm sorry, carrots flying out of my mouth. Plumbing, you don't want it on the exterior wall. Why? The winter months, those pipes will freeze.
That's another.
It's a lot, guys. We learned so much, and I took over. I became the general contractor. Okay, that was $30,000 to $50,000. I'm like, nah, that math ain't mathing. Okay, it ain't rocket science. I'm gonna learn this. So I went to Googling, guys, and I learned plumbing. I learned all the utilities, the basics that I would know what's going on. Okay, so that's another thing I'm going to throw out there. Okay, there's ways of doing this. Okay, and cutting that cost down. So here's what.
Wait, before you go to that, because we're having a lot of questions regarding how to start a homestead and how to practically start it. If you have this amount of budget, this is, and we're obviously not going to get to that today, but
Well, that's
I
a
need
good topic.
you to write in the comments what kind of questions you want us to answer, and if you're seriously thinking about doing homesteading, whether it's a half an acre or 50 acres. Not that we're saying we know everything, but we can share from our experience. So we want you to write in the comments.
We want to do that, guys.
What questions we can answer, because we will be doing this again, and we definitely need to know what it is you want to know. So,
Right.
All right.
That's good you said that. Also, I'm going to put this out there because, guys, again, it's just amazing. So that account that was called Prosperity Account, when we decided to set, to share our story on this platform, YouTube, and I think we're doing Instagram, a couple of YouTubes, because we struggle with that. I'm not a person to do this. I'm not a person to share like this. But we felt this was part of our journey, our new journey, what we're calling our second phase, our second half of our life. This is part of us giving. So I said yes. So this is not easy for us, but we know this is part of what we ought to be doing. So I said that to say this. When we decide to do this on YouTube, to give this way, on these platforms, to open up our lives on this platform. I said, bro, we need a name. He said, we need a name. Prosperity Acres came to me. Prosperity Acres.
From our prosperity.
But listen, Carl Vernice just said, and it didn't even dawn on me It didn't even dawn on me.
No, it did not.
Prosperity Acres, that's what, I was in my spirit, people say, God said, it was in my spirit, okay? I felt it in my spirit. That's how I get things. I feel it in my spirit. And at the end of the day, I do believe it's God, okay? So I said, Vern, you realize, and Bernie said, you didn't say nothing to me either when I first said it. None of us said, oh my God, that's where the money came from. That account called our prosperity account. You get that, guys? I know somebody felt that. This is called Prosperity Acres. That was bought, paid for from our prosperity account.
And we still don't have the whole vision in front of us, like, it's one step at a time, but I know that God told us, prosperity account, prosperity acres, now we're seeing the pieces of the puzzle come together.
Which is
but
a homestead.
He also
homestead.
gave us the scripture that, beloved, above all things, I pray that your soul would prosper and that you would be in good health. And so, as we're praying about this and what God wants us to do, we're like, okay, prosperity acres, nourish and flourish. He wants us to nourish and flourish communities. This is so not about just us. So he plucked us out of Connecticut into our comfortable, familiar lifestyle. So we went from that to having real freedom. Real freedom now is peace.
Peace. No
we
debt.
We have no debt.
No debt.
And we're building as we go because we have so much work to do, but we financially have to say, okay, what are we going to do to make money to build this,
to finish this house.
And that's why we're so thankful, because we've had so many individuals, we had so many brands and people come to us
be a part of this
and say, you know what, we're loving what you guys are doing. We want to partner with you guys. We want to collaborate with you guys. And so we're going to start sharing some of these partnerships, because people want to get involved with what we're doing. And it's really exciting because, I came up here and I was struggling. I didn't want to be up here. In fact, we put our house on the market in June. Sold it in August. Carl moved up here in August. I still had work in the fashion show I was doing in Connecticut, so I didn't really move up here until October. And let me tell you, there was no shower, there was no toilets.
No
I'm
showers.
not that kind of girl. I can rough it as best as I can, but after 2 weeks of no shower and the porta potty that was out there, which I didn't use, that's a whole nother story. I would go back to T and Lamb's house and use their shower and stay with them, because it was just, besides the weight and the trauma in my mind of like going back to losing my family or not being so close to my family anymore, distance wise, I have a whole new way of living up here, and it's like totally, completely different. So there was a lot that he was going through, I was going through together, and I just want to say that, following God, he's not giving you every step of the way. He just wants you to be obedient with what is in front of you. And so as we go, what is in front of us, now we're seeing in hindsight, and even last week, okay, this is what he's doing. This is what we need to be doing. And as we go, that's when he illuminates each path, each step even the more. But if you don't take that step and you're trying to just figure it out, you're going to be stuck. Because you're going to be stuck in how to figure it out. And God's like, I'm not trying to have you figure it out. I just want you to listen and obey, and then I'll show you the way to go. And so we're so thankful that people are contacting us and saying, we want to be a part. We want to be in alignment with what you're doing. We value what you're doing. And so there's a whole barn out there that I'm getting ready to turn into a barntique, which is a barn and a boutique. And have other collaborators, have other content creators, have other designers and artisans be a part of that, so that we can bless the community.
Art classes.
Not just locally, but globally. There's a whole vision that I'm working. Somebody just contacted me about doing an epoxy art floor in the barn, and I was talking to him last night, and so putting that vision together. So there's a lot that we have, going forward to do, and we want you guys to be a part of it. So that's why we're throwing this out there. Contact us if you see any way in how you feel you want to be a part of it, whether it's, being a part of the Bartique, offering and coming up here to check it out, like whatever the case may be. We are so open to what you have in mind for this vision as well. Like anything that you want to say, okay, I want to be a part of this, contact us. So, all right.
Also throw this out there. Why don't we have much time?
Because we're only on here for an hour. So.
Oh, okay. Let me just real quickly. I'm gonna say this. Be careful what you pray for. Because God has a sense of humor. Because this very thing, everything that we have here, is what my wife prayed for.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Let me finish. Let me finish, please.
Okay.
Careful what you pray for.
That's true.
Everything we have here, she prayed for.
That's true.
But it didn't come the way she thought it would.
That's great.
It doesn't look like what she thought it would look like. Be very careful what you pray for.
Yeah, that's so true. And he's always saying, but this is what you prayed for.
May I tell you, the tighter you could be with the Creator, the more confident you will be. Because not that my wife wavered, but I knew. Up until the day we got here to close, the day prior, we had a big struggle. We were struggling. And I told Vern that night, I said, tomorrow, right in front of you, I'll rip the check up. We won't do this. Because our spirit it just wasn't jiving. Right? But you know what made it not jive? It's what we saw when we got here. Certain things were supposed to be done. And we saw almost the opposite. And we were very unsettled. To the point I was ready to tear the check up the next day and walk away. We prayed, went to sleep that night. Came here. I didn't say nothing to Vernice. She didn't say nothing to me right away. But as soon as I walked in, I was like, this is it. This is our new beginnings. I didn't say nothing to her. About an hour, we walking around the house. And I'm like, man, I'm looking at my wife. I'm like, she looks different. Look like she's even smiling.
Because I was pissed the day before.
She was. I became unsettled. And we didn't even communicate that until later that night. We had gone out to eat. And I thought, something's not right. And then we shared. And we weren't right. But anyway, so that day, the next day, we got here.
The day of our closing.
The day of our closing. I knew that I knew that I knew. And so did Vernice. So.
And that's a God thing, because
honestly, nothing but a God thing.
That's a God thing, because
nothing
it was so overwhelming to see the amount of work.
It's like everything
that
just hit me.
To be done before you could even live here. And
it wasn't. We couldn't even. It was what, inhabitable? Is that a word?
Yeah, we couldn't live here.
I'm like, whoa, wait, what am I doing? We can't live here.
And not for nothing, we're not 20, 30 years old. You know, we're thank
not
God
old at all.
Thank God we're our health and whatever, but 65 young, but honey, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work
and
for a 20-year-old.
For real.
I don't care if you're 18.
For
it's
real.
A lot of work, and so.
Yeah. So anyway, we got beyond that, thank God, because I'm telling you. My wife dreamed of this, and we had everything she dreamed of, even with the snow, the cold, walking out, not seeing no neighbors.
Yeah.
We don't see neighbors, guys.
I just see farms.
Let me show you.
And cows.
Hold on, guys. I hope I can do this. Look at that. Look at that's what you call a picture window. Okay? We had that put in. Guys, look. And this wraps around us. This is every view. This hugs us, guys. And this is not doing it any justice. You can't see the depth of field, the peaks and valleys. You can't see it in this camera, guys. And all that is ours. That's my backyard. That's my backyard. Ooh. My side yard looks like that. My front yard. Ooh. Ooh. I'm sorry, guys. I pray God never get used to it. But anyways, careful what you pray for. Okay? Because if you believe it, you're going to get it.
Are we in the frame?
Oh, let me see.
Because I just got word
Oh, shoot.
to move closer. So.
Oh, man. Did I do that? Wait a minute, guys. I think I was showing, I don't think, I got it. I think I did that wrong. Guys, this is new to us. This is new. Here's what I thought y'all was seeing. Okay? Look, guys. This just wraps us. This hugs us. The front yard, the backyard, the side yard. Okay, guys?
Look at the comments, Carl. Look at the comments. Read the comments.
Can you see it now?
Comments,
Can you see now?
Read the comments.
Vern, I am.
Okay.
Vern, it said, we're seeing your face. Guys, I'm sorry. This is new to us. We gonna get better. Forgive us.
We can see you now.
But now they can see it. That's what I
Okay.
wanted to see. But Vern, they was seeing my face. But guys, anyways, we love you. Thank you.
Okay, so next time we do this, are we in the picture now, Carl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next time we do this,
Yeah.
we'll be able to read the comments. And
Yes.
Are we in the, all right.
We're in the frame.
So, anyway,
That was too much.
we only did Carl's question. He talked the whole time with his question.
I did,
and
didn't I? So why do we only get an hour?
That's it.
So real quick, let me conclude. So
But-
what does real luxuries of
No,
life mean?
that's another
That's
question. So when you're only sticking to that one for right
Okay.
now.
All right, so I finished up. I'm good.
Carl been talking for 45 minutes, but okay, bless the Lord. All right. So we can't. Do you want to see what the comments are?
I can.
So
Why
that
you
you
thought-
can see before we
I
say
wanted to say
goodbye.
something else, though. There was something else I wanted to say.
All right, you can say it, but you know, what are the comments?
Bro, live in a similar place
Yeah,
and
like,
hate
scroll up, Carl. You got to scroll it up.
Oh, hey guys. Yeah, someone said the words you use. I love the words you use, nourish and flourish, because that's what really happening in your life right now. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just continue to follow the path. Celeste.
Yes.
Yeah, Celeste.
Celeste is such an encourager.
Yeah, you are.
Oh my gosh, Celeste is
Yes.
such an encourager.
Oh.
Thank you, Celeste.
Yes, and let me ask this. I'm gonna ask you, please, and this helps us better help you. If you could right now press the like, the notification button, and that subscription button. Can you press that now?
Celeste already has all those.
We need that for what they call the algorithm, and that way it can go out to more people and sharing, and also a thumbs up. We need the thumbs up too, please.
So-
If you want to be a part of this and like what we're doing.
So
Appreciate
let
what
me
we're
just
doing.
end with this.
I would ask you that.
That sometimes life happens. You say life is lifing,
Yeah.
and you're like what just happened? It threw me off of a loop. So with Carl's, don't eat carrots right now. So with Carl,
They're good.
Carl, his job ending and kind of forcing him into retirement, it brought us a new freedom. And so that freedom gave us this lifestyle to be relaxed. He addressed his health issues that were underlying because he kept so busy all the time that he never addressed like why the fatigue, why brain fog, why XYZ. So the forced retirement not only led to, like I said, freedom, it led to a healthier lifestyle. So sometimes when you're going through something, you're like, why, or why me, why did this happen? But look on the other side of that coin. Maybe it's a job loss, maybe it's some type of other, lifestyle change that happened to you, and it's really to get our attention. Like, what was
Good, that's a
using
good point.
all of his energy and attention to be over here was like, God's like, I want you over here. Focus over here. So again, today, what has all of your time and attention that it has you so distracted and or so busy with creating this lifestyle that you're not even healthy or happy with? So that's number one. Are you happy? Are you fulfilled? And that's not saying that every day we're on cloud nine, because like I said, there's so much work, and I didn't get into my question of what has been the
We're
hardest
living
part
under
so far.
construction, guys.
But
It's not easy.
it's more important that you see the bigger picture, and the bigger picture for many of us is just right in front of us, when we need to kind of take, the horses up here are so beautiful. We look at the horses every day, and some of the horses have the blinders on, so they see right what's
Focus.
ahead of them, and they stay focused without the distractions, because the distractions can scare a horse, right? So the same with us. Sometimes we just need to keep the blinders on, so we just focus on what is right ahead of us and not get distracted with all this other stuff that keeps us kind of on a hamster's wheel. So I would encourage you today to think about what is important for you. What is going to give you peace? And if you're in a job and or a lifestyle that's dragging you, that's depleting you, that's causing your energy to be low, you really need to think about what it is you can do to change that, because every day is a gift. No one's guaranteed to live or wake up tomorrow. And so it's best that we decide today, how are we going to live out our tomorrows? So again, we're here to encourage you. We really want to turn this place into a homestead oasis, where we grow our own food, where we have wellness retreats, where we use art as therapy. We will eventually have livestock. We will eventually have gardens and a pond
Fruit
that we're
trees,
going to have
a
here.
pond.
And again, we're not just doing this for ourselves. We really want to be a blessing to this community and a global community. I mean, like I said, I don't know all the pieces to it yet. Only God knows all that. But at one point, or at some point, as we go, He's going to make it known. Again, beloved, above all things, we pray that your soul would prosper and that you would be in good health. Join us again. DM us, contact us, let us know if you'd like to be a part of it. And we truly appreciate you just giving us grace in our first live.
Yes.
So have a blessed Sunday. I gotta make my soup.
Oh my God.
I gotta make my soup, and you got stuff to do. And it looks like it's getting
Put
sunny.
my work clothes on.
It looks like it's getting sunny, and you guys are supposed to, at least in Connecticut, you're supposed to have a lot of snow. So I hope you have a lot of snow, but you stay safe.
Stay safe.
Love you guys. We'll see you soon. All right, Carl. Good job.
Love you.
Good job, Carl.
And God bless you.
God bless you.
Till we meet again, folks.
Till we meet again. Love you guys. Take care.